Welcome gamers, Forever Gamer X here with a video about our favorite archaeologist slash Tomb Raider, the young and beautiful Lara Croft. And before we get started, I'd like to let you know that I have played the first one, but don't ever recall ever beating it. Angel of Darkness was an okay entry, but of all the Tomb Raiders I have played, I'd have to say that one was the worst one. Legends was a great entry. I can't tell you how many times I played it and beaten it. I loved it. Anniversary, which is a remake of the first one, so I count that as being Tomb Raider 1. I love that one also. Underworld was okay, not the best, but definitely not the worst. Guardian of Light was a pretty good spin-off. I liked it somewhat. And of course I played the reboot trilogy, which is my favorite Tomb Raider of all, which include Tomb Raider, which is my favorite of the series, and Rise of the Tomb Raider, which is an okay entry, definitely not my favorite, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider, my second favorite. The graphics, of course, looks great and better than the old ones because, you know, new generation of systems. Of course it's going to look better, it's understandable, but still worth a mention. One of the major complaints about the reboot is the combat itself. Many people believe Tomb Raider isn't about shooting and gun toting and all that stuff, but more about exploration and tomb raiding, which is a fair assessment. I don't mind the combat at all. I kind of like it. Kind of give a little break in between all the tomb raiding and the exploration. It's not that bad. People complain about all the waves of enemies coming for no reason, but hey, they fixed that in Shadow of the Tomb Raider. In that one, there's barely any combat, and what combat they do have, you can mostly skip just by running through, which is a shame because the combat in there was pretty good, one of the best for me. They use so many skills and stuff, combat skills and stuff to utilize, but barely any fights to go along with. But it's not a game breaker to me. I still love it. And with all this said and done, and all this is most likely an unpopular opinion, but Survivor Lara, which is the reboot Lara, is my favorite of all the three series versions. She's hotter, she has a better personality. Not that her old classics were bad, but they were more of a action hero, I can do anything kind of type, and she was already experienced, so wasn't much anything to know about her more. In this one, she's more inexperienced because, you know, this is before she became the actual official Tomb Raider. She's a little bit more timid. People complain that she's whiny, but given what she's gone through and things that she's faced, she's not exactly the confident Tomb Raider yet, so it's totally understandable to me. Well, yeah, I like her personality better in the reboot trilogy because, you know, it shows that she has flaws, she's human, she makes mistakes. As seen in Shadow, she learns that her actions does have consequences, as to opposed to the classics where whatever she does is right, I guess. And it shows that she has more emotions, whether vocally or visually. And I think that's where all the people complain about that she's whiny, because they want to show her having more emotions, more scared, more reactions to whatever situation she's in. But I think that as not as a character flaw, but as natural. But that's just me. I actually like the way she looks in the reboot trilogy, especially in Shadow. She's a little bit more built, you know, with all that climbing and exploring and tomb raiding she does. It to be expected, as opposed to her classic versions where she looks like a pretty supermodel type. Nothing wrong with that, but I do like her form in Shadow a little bit more. Yeah, and people say that she looks the way she is because of feminists and SJWs with her reduced bust size and everything. But yeah, they kind of missed the old bigger tits thing with the old classic Lara. But they do miss her Tomb Raider dual pistols and the shorts and stuff. Yeah, I kind of miss those too, but there's nothing to hate on this one about. I don't miss them that much. I could have done with them, but without them, it's not that bad. And as I said, in my opinion, the reboot Lara, especially in Shadow, she is the hottest. But of course, that's just mine. I don't know if anybody else shares that opinion with me, but there it is. I put it out there. Of all the entries in the trilogy, I like Tomb Raider the most, followed closely by Shadow, then Rise. And there we go, gamers. Just a little video showing my favorite Lara and why I think she is the best. And feel free to let me know which version of Lara is your favorite. Is it the classic, Legends, Survivor? Let me know in the comments below. Peace. Alright gamers, thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed it, please check out my channel for more gaming goodness. And as always, game hard, game often, game forever. Peace.